All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into a framework that's designed to take your writing from, well, kind of bland and informational to something that really proves you know your stuff. And this whole thing, it started with one piece of feedback that was, let's just say, brutally honest. You know that feeling, right? You've done all the research, you've put in the hours, you've written the piece, but when you read it back, something's missing. It just feels flat. It lacks a spark, a personality. It feels like anyone could have written it. Or even worse, like it was spat out by an AI. Ouch. This is the piece of feedback that kicked this whole thing off. It's the kind of comment that really stings, But it's also the kind that forces you to change. It was the wake-up call that led to this entire system for creating content that showcases real, genuine expertise. So, how do you escape that trap? How do you stop your writing from sounding like you just read the first page of Google? Well, the solution isn't some new tool or a fancy writing hack. It starts with a fundamental shift in your mindset. It starts with your authentic voice. This right here was the core advice from the mentor in our source material. Bring your true self into it. Your content becomes truly powerful, not when you're just repeating what everyone else is saying, but when you pour your own unique experiences, your perspective, and yeah, your genuine emotions into it.
So let's break down what this actually looks like. It means writing from your brain first. It's about using your own stories to make a point. But the most important principle here, the one you can't skip, is this. If you don't have real, first-hand experience with something, just don't write about it. Real authority doesn't come from what you can look up. It comes from what you've actually lived.
Okay, so committing to being authentic is step one. But how do you actually structure that? How do you make sure it doesn't just become a rambling mess of thoughts? That's where the blueprint comes in. It's called the two-outline method. Now, most of us, we stop at the rough outline, a few headings, the basic skeleton of the piece. But the real secret, the part the experts do, is going one step further with a detailed outline. And this isn't just a list of topics. Think of it as the full architectural blueprint for your article, where every single idea is mapped out before you write a single sentence. Seriously, skipping this step is what holds most people back. Let's make this super concrete. Look at the difference here. On the left, you've got this vague idea. Why SAPA is a place for growth. Okay, it's a start, but where do you even begin writing? Now, look at the right. The detailed outline transforms that vague idea into a rock-solid plan. You now have a clear roadmap for your entire article. It's the difference between a wish and a plan. Now, within that detailed outline, there is one rule that I'm telling you changes everything. It's the secret sauce for moving from a plan to a polished draft with incredible speed and clarity. It all comes down to one simple idea. And here it is, the golden rule. One point is one paragraph. Every single bullet point in your detailed outline is a promise to your reader. It's a promise that you will dedicate one full, focused paragraph to explaining that single idea. No cramming ideas together, no exceptions. So why is this so non-negotiable? Well, because it's basically a vaccine against the three biggest problems in writing. First, it makes sure you don't forget your best ideas halfway through. You've already captured them. Second, it forces your writing to be laser-focused. Each paragraph has one job to do. And third, it completely destroys writer's block. You never have to wonder what to write next. You just look at your outline. So let's put all of this together. Let's walk through this simple, repeatable workflow that takes you all the way from a blank page to a finished piece you can be proud of. It really just boils down to three phases. Phase one, the detailed outline. This is where you do like 80% of the heavy lifting and the real thinking. Phase two is the rough draft. The key here is to just go. Write freely, don't worry about it being perfect. Just get the ideas from your outline onto the page. And finally, phase three, edit and refine. And the best trick in the book for this part? Read your draft out loud. It's the fastest way to hear what sounds clunky and where the flow is off. Okay, but here's the really cool part. This framework isn't just for writing one great article. It's a system for building an entire content ecosystem that establishes you as the go-to expert in your field. The goal here is to stop thinking in terms of single articles and start thinking in terms of building an ecosystem of authority. You're creating a strategic path that guides a casual reader all the way from, this is interesting, to, wow, this person is the expert. Let's go back to that Sapa blog example to see how this works. Instead of just writing random posts, you create a deliberate sequence. You start broad with an overview piece to capture interest. Then, you offer a simple guide, something actionable. And finally, you prove your authority with a massive, comprehensive deep dive.
This whole sequence is designed to build trust. Article 2 gets their attention, it's the hook. Article 3 gives them a quick win and shows that you're genuinely helpful. And then, Article 4, that's your masterclass. That's the piece that makes it clear you are the undeniable expert on this topic. It's the mic drop.
So let's bring this all home. This isn't just a collection of random writing tips. It's a complete start-to-finish system for creating content that actually makes an impact.
If you walk away with anything today, let it be these 4 things. 1. Authenticity first. Your experience is your superpower. 2. Blueprint everything with a detailed outline. It is absolutely non-negotiable. 3. Live by the golden rule, 1 point, 1 paragraph. Always. And 4. Scale your work strategically to build an ecosystem of authority.
So why does all this matter? Why go to all this trouble? Because, as the mentor from our source put it, this is how you build a site for experts. This method isn't just about sounding smart. It's about creating content that is incredibly persuasive and effective because it is built on a rock-solid foundation of real expertise. And that really brings us to the final question. Your expertise, whatever it is unique to you. Nobody else has your exact combination of experiences and insights. So the only question left is, are you building a framework to actually prove it?